Hello there, this is Kuza, and welcome to my show. Here we are back. I have been really impatient. I don't want to wait and first work on the previous video, so I'm just going to record this very fast because I really want to discuss the situation in Europe right now. So let's dive right into it. Let's just take any country, I feel. Or maybe just look at the countries as they are. Well, England is increasing in size each session I'm playing, which is quite surprising, and I'm very happy about it. Because this is actually the first country we have been playing this session, and to see them being so successful is actually exactly what I wanted. After leaving the AI to itself, to care for itself. Also, the Ottomans, they are quite successful as well. I mean, they they don't have any kind of great rebel problems or something like that. They are allied with Algeria and the Mamluks, the Morocco, I mean. So they are doing well as well. In the meantime, in Europe, Bohemia seems to just grow in the direction of the Golden Horde, and they don't really care much about the Holy Roman Empire. Austria is sadly enough still in a personal union under Bohemia, so they actually just even don't come into question when it concerning what country I want to play, because I mean, I've actually had two sessions which were relatively uneventful with Novgorod. I don't really want to experience that again that soon. What we could actually do is this time really go for Denmark. I mean, I know I've said the best thing for them is to actually wait and inherit Sweden. But to be honest, I really only want to play 25 years with a country, so it doesn't really matter that much to their chances of inheriting if I play for these 25 years and I'm waging a couple of wars here and there. I don't really need to be at war the whole time, so I'm going to try to not use the monarch as a general, so that I don't risk him dying in the middle of a war, and thus not having a chance of actually inheriting, because if you are at war and your leader dies, you don't inherit. You just need to be at peace. There's no other possibility. So we might have just a couple of small wars, just maybe for taking the Hansa, and maybe a couple of more provinces along the northern German coastline. But yeah, this is in any case one of the big three I want to play right now. The other one is actually Burgundy, because as we have discussed it last time, Burgundy is actually in a position of filling in the vacuum of power that France and its destruction have left behind. And I really would enjoy to actually build them up to be the regional power in Western Europe. Of course, if it's possible, because England is quite strong. But I think with Burgundy you should be able to actually outmaneuver England. Although, yeah, as I said, England looks pretty strong right now, so I'm not quite sure we will have the opportunity or will have the power to actually do that. But we will just expand into the Netherlands and just follow our potential missions we will get, because they are quite good for Burgundy. Another good candidate would be Castile or Portugal, one of the two. Castile would be quite nice, because they actually have a lot of stuff to do. First of all, they have to conquer Granada, and after they have conquered Granada, they probably will get missions on Ceuta and Melilla, which will bring me at war against Algeria and the Ottoman Empire, which will most certainly be a very not really difficult, but challenging war, to say the least. And when we're finished with that, we actually need to take Leon back from England. There's no reason whatsoever to not try and take back this province. So Castile is quite a strong contender for the next nation to be played because they are strong, they have opportunities to do stuff, but they also won't be having such an easy time with the things they have to do. And I think last but not least is Bavaria. Bavaria, I think, is still the emperor, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't been really paying attention in the last playthrough, but I think Bavaria should still be emperor. And that being said, we can actually try and maybe wage a war against Bohemia and try to weaken them, just so they lose the personal union with Austria. That doesn't mean I need to actively strengthen Austria. I just want to weaken Bohemia because they are a threat to the empire as a whole. Because they are blobbing quite badly at the moment. Yeah, and with Bavaria we can actually just try stuff like, yeah, vassalize a couple of the electors and maybe just, I don't know, keep some countries out of the empire, like let's say Denmark, for instance. We could wage war against them just to recover some of the provinces that the empire lost to them. Stuff like that. We can very well do that. Brandenburg has actually fallen out of the list because they have lost Neumark to Poland and they haven't managed to actually grow in any way, shape, or form. Thus, I don't really see the need to actually just, again, play a country which will have nothing to do and where we will just have to wait and see if there is an opportunity rising. Let's take a look at Asia maybe, just for the giggles. Brunei has actually grown quite a lot, which is very surprising. Especially because, but I don't think they are a tribal. No, they are a despotic monarchy, so they won't have that many problems. And they actually have a big piece of land. What they should need to focus on is to actually send enough missionaries to convert this whole territory, because this is just a pool of different religion, a melting pot. There's Buddhism, there's Hinduism, there's Islam, there's everything in this region. But yeah, this is quite a nice country. We may even consider to play Brunei in a later session. Also, Japan looks to be almost unified by Fujiwara, which is interesting as well. What else? Viangara is also growing, as well as Rajputana and Gondwana. I mean, the situation in India is also quite nice. We might consider playing one of those countries to actually form Hindustan sometime in the future. Anything else, to be honest, is pretty boring and doesn't really need to be mentioned. I mean, as I said a couple of times, countries that might be worth playing are in Italy, something like Milan, the Papal States, or Naples. Oh, interesting fact, Aquileia actually conquered Siena. I mean the country, because they had Pisa as well. Which is cool, I guess. I mean, Aquileia is a theocracy, so I don't really put a lot of faith into these countries. They are, for me, mostly just cannon fodder, and the electors in the empire are just, vassals to be had to be sure you will be elected again next time. But yeah, this has been it. I think we have our 4 contenders. I think I'm just gonna be spontaneous next time. I'm going to start recording. It might be any one of the 4 I've mentioned: Castile, Burgundy, Bavaria, or Denmark. Each one of them is interesting in its own way, and yeah, merits a session to be played with them. So I hope you enjoyed this short little wrap-up, and I'm expecting you in the next video. I'll see you then. Bye.